So as I've said, or I've been hinting at, I've got a new studio, and it just so happens that this studio is a sailboat, and at the moment it's in Whitby Harbour. Here she is. There we go. Robert Tucker design, rolling wave, 33 feet. Very nice. This adventure started in December 2022. We organised our first viewing on the 30th, at the day before New Year's Eve, and we set off really early in the morning. As it became light, we arrived at a cold, overcast, really windy Whitby. We didn't know where Freyr was exactly, so we looked round for a green hulled boat like the photographs from the adverts on the internet, and we found her moored next to an old naughty cat. We had a good look round and talked to the owners, and then we were so excited as we were heading home. Right, so this is probably one of the most important things we're going to buy for the boat. Life jackets. All adjustable. That's quite comfortable actually. This will be worn over everything else that we're wearing as well. Right, another step done. Life jackets were necessary for the next step, the test sail. We set off on a cold January day with snow on the hills. We wanted to see how she did on the North Sea. The blue skies suddenly disappeared as we entered a cloud bank. It was a really thick fog, really slowed down, and it was not good for sailing. It wasn't looking good at all. The fog lasted until the moorland stretch just before you drop down into Whitby on the other side of the country. And as we saw the sea in the background just behind Whitby, the conditions looked perfect, with no more signs of any fog. Everyone was on board, the lines were released, and we left Whitby through the swing bridge.
Really? I bet she loved it then. It's just pretty. I was here.
I did manage to get a few seconds of us out at sea, but there was not much, as all our attention was on learning the ropes, literally.
That's all it means.
We were treated to a fantastic view of the Abbey as we came back into dock. And it was the end of a great test sail. All good so far.
Yes.
Here we are again in Whitby on Freyr. Today's survey day. I'm actually stood at the front of her at the moment, and in about an hour she's going to be hauled out, pulled out by a tractor, and have a look at her base, her hull. So, lovely day for it. Water's really still, and the sun's just coming out. Perfect. She's 1995, Robert Tucker, rolling wave design, custom built in Barrow, 33 feet, steel hull. It's a full hull with twin bilge plates. She's a very pretty boat. She's very, very pretty. I was a little bit nervous as she headed into the crane. I don't think we could have chosen a better day for this. It's really still. The sun keeps coming through. Up she comes. I think they've just got her in the cradle now, in the straps. She's a heavy girl, 12 tons. There we go. And this is what she's like underneath. This was a great opportunity to look at locations of the through holes, the state of the propeller, and check all the anodes. She even got a bit of a blast clean. Back in the water now, and as she turned round and motored back to her berth, we had lots more information to make our decision. We did of course decide to go ahead with the purchase, and it all got sorted out. So the idea was to actually start doing some painting on the back of Freyr. I haven't seen anyone who's actually doing painting on boats. I've seen them sort of setting up on the table downstairs, but nobody's doing an easel on the back, and that's pretty much what I'm hoping to do. And this is the first day of owning her. We picked her up this morning, moved her across to this berth in Whitby, and it's an absolutely glorious evening. It's fantastic. This is where she is. Behind there is the Abbey. She's next to this fishing boat at the moment. We're just in a visitor berth. You might be able to see the bridge in the background. Now you can tell it's been a really long day because there's two people snuggled up in the cockpit with blankets and cushions, keeping warm. It's been absolutely tiring. It's been really tiring, but completely worth it. And here she is. Of course, that cockpit will be a great place to put an easel. There's another place that I really like in this boat, and that is up at the front here. As you can see, it's actually quite flat at the top here, and I'm thinking it'd be a really good place to set up an easel, especially if it's not too windy on a nice quiet day. It'd be a fantastic place, nice and flat, not much in the way of sails in this spot at the moment. There's no lines going through. When we're not sailing, it'd be perfect. Yeah, I like it, lots of space. For the next couple of weeks, we're actually right on the end of this pontoon, and this evening it's getting pretty windy and pretty cold, so we'll definitely be closing up all the hatches tonight. Just walking along the pontoon, lots and lots of different boats. As I said, we are right at the end. That's us. That's our end. And I've still got a long way to go. Hello, Mr. Seagull. Of course, being at the end of the pontoon gave us uninterrupted views across the marina to the bridge. Every cloud has a silver lining and all that. My favourite view was at night, with a reflected light playing on the water's surface. There's Freyr at the end, with Whitby Abbey in the background. Bit more sorting to do, and we'll be going through that bridge off on our adventures. We're not going to be here for very long. We're only going to be here for a couple of weeks, and then we're going to move round from Whitby up the coast through the Caledonian Canal and then back down to Whitehaven, hopefully, all going to plan. Until then, we're just going to see what happens and go with where the tide takes us and where the winds take us, really. We'll be following weather windows and tides and see what happens. But here she is, there's Freyr, and even Freyr spelt the boy with a like the Norse male god, but we're calling it a girl name, doesn't matter. So yeah, hopefully I'll start doing some painting. I'll definitely let you know when I start doing the painting on the boat. It'll be fun. See you soon.